Hello and welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero.
Hello.
We're on the river this time. Instead of going out to shore to do something,
We're
this,
making mushroom
This time we're
stew.
making stew. Also, is that Conway up above? You see that? Because like
I'm pretty sure
arm's
that's
missing
him.
and one leg's missing, so you can like see him through the thing. Dude, those robot things, they're fucking you over. Also, weird like brick beetles down there. Look at that. Is that a brick? Look at that.
I don't know what those are.
That's a brick beetle and then like a pot beetle. Like a gardening pot beetle. Weird looking.
Alright.
Definitely strange. Anyway.
Fits in with this game, though.
Yes. Add a few of these really big caps with the slimy gills. I shouldn't say slimy. Moist.
That doesn't help either,
The
honestly.
lady in the video called for portobello, but I prefer never to know a mushroom by name. That's dumb as shit. It's like, I prefer not to know a mushroom by name. I'll just throw in random ones, and if they're poisonous, we'll just
Then
die.
I'll just die.
Yeah, we'll just die.
No big deal.
I get what he's saying, but it's still like,
yeah.
alright. We're stopping at a restaurant soon, right? Sure. Salmonitis. This stew is for tomorrow. That's to simmer all day. Some things are just better done slowly. We've added the anonymous mushrooms, so next we, Oh wait, I forgot I said, I've got the recipe video on pause next door. I used to follow a recipe I learned from Ida herself. The best cook you're gonna meet on this river. Of course, I had a few secret ingredients. She has the good sense to preserve some mystery around her cooking. Better for business, man. Ida is so shrewd. She swore me not only to secrecy but to ignorance. I had I had to promise to forget the recipe just as soon as I had cooked it. Man. Let me tell you, it's not so easy to forget something on purpose as you may think, my friend. No, I don't do that. It's already burning my back of my throat a little
Yeah,
bit.
don't do that.
Not so easy. Recipe. Okay. Like, I clicked on the thing, but wouldn't it do something?
It should, I think.
Alright, talk to Shannon, I guess. Video. Crushed tomatoes, salsa, or even a little ketchup. Here's the thing, nobody has to know. Throw in some more of that spice blend we threw together earlier. Stir all that up and crack a beer, baby. You'll be here for a while. What did she just say to do? Will's trying to make this stew right now.
What was the last step he did?
He put a couple mushrooms in, then I think he forgot what he was doing for a little while.
Ha, maybe I can help him figure it out. I got kind of sucked into this program.
Now the help of Shannon. Okay.
Why is it zooming in on Ezra?
This is weird. I'm expecting something to happen.
I hope it does. I don't
Very
see the point of this
strange.
otherwise.
Very strange. Okay, I can't move or do anything.
Really?
Oh,
Not at all?
I had to press A to stop it. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Okay, sorry about that. And even that wasn't enough to convince her. So I trained rigorously in the art of forgetting, studying for months under a master amnesiac. Finally, I learned to forget so quickly and accurately, I was able to convince Ida to share with me the most obscure secrets of her kitchen. As a demonstration of my trustworthiness, I forgot the names of my own parents right there in front of her. What the hell?
Really?
Every time I wanted to cook this legendary stew, I'd call Ida up on the telephone and ask her for a quick, temporary reminder. Here on the boat, we haven't got a phone line, so I have to seek out culinary wisdom on videotapes of cooking shows. So back to the matter at hand. Next And just go to top one, I guess.
Add some crushed tomatoes.
Oh, it's you. I thought. Never mind. Hello. I don't have any crushed tomatoes. I have some ketchup.
Did you win anything?
Tragically, I have misplaced the damn ticket. Yeah, it's the one they got.
Yep, and they got $5. I'm sure it'll turn up.
To Shannon.
Hey there, could I ask you?
To Will.
Wait, why are you cooking? We're stopping at Sam and Ida's in 20 minutes.
It's for tomorrow.
Oh, well, just don't forget about it this time. I'm not scrubbing up any more boiled over sludge.
To Shannon.
Sorry. Listen, I have a favor to ask. There's a package for the telephone exchange, and I can't get the mammoth back there. Could you deliver it for us? Thanks a lot. I've got the dinghy all ready to go. Maybe take your friend with you. One of you can man the outboard motor, and the other can aim the flashlight. It's dark.
What fun.
Yay! Going out on a dinghy with a flashlight.
Act 4, Scene 8. Echo River Central Exchange.
Thanks again for your help. This is about as far as the tugboat can go. You know, noise and lights disturb the bats.
Bats? Nobody said anything about bats.
No.
Bats? Nobody said anything about bats.
So you'll pass through the bat sanctuary, which is really nice, by the way. Be sure to check out all the plaques and stuff for cool bat facts. Plenty of time. Anyway, the Echo River Central Exchange, or excuse me, Consolidated Auxiliary Switch number 30. They changed the name when the power company took over. Anyway, it's just on the other side of that bat sanctuary. This package is going to Poppy. She's an operator. The operator. We'll meet you on the other side of Sam and Ida's for our scheduled early breakfast stop. Just follow the river. Can't miss it. Oh, I almost forgot. You may or may not be interested. There's this kind of weird memorial sculpture on your way in, just before the bat sanctuary. I always recommend people at least stop and take a look at it. It's really sort of... I don't know how to say it. You should check it out. Okay, bye!
But how do we move?
I don't know.
How do I move?
I don't know.
Okay.
Now we're going.
It's the right trigger. Okay. I was like, because I'm used to just like going forward. Okay, this is not very intuitive.
Is it not?
No.
Is it weird?
Yes. Like, seriously. This is not good how they did this, because, like, what the... What? Creepy statues. Like, oh, look at this turning. It's like, I don't know. But yeah, this is not good.
Hopefully the sequence won't last too long.
They should have just, like, made it where you push along with this analog stick.
Yeah,
just
that's
holding down the right
easier.
trigger to move, but you're, like, moving at a weird angle and you can't really change, at least far as I can tell. No. This is weird. I don't know, I'm not a fan of this. Blair Witch Project as shit.
Yep.
This is lame. Ooh.
I was going to say, but so was the Blair Witch Project.
But yeah. Like, this is not intuitive at all. Oh, God. This is lame. There we go. God,
All right,
something.
we made it.
Or something. We claim these helmets in the name of the folks who wore them, and we place them here in the memory, but also as a spit in the greedy green eye of that power company who bought up our old mine and traded our brothers and sisters' safety for a little more yield, but only yielded 28 good men and women dead when the walls collapsed and the tunnels filled with water. Their lungs were black, but now they're washed clean and full of water. See, what the hell's that? Why can't I do that?
Whoa.
Seriously. This is not me doing it. It's just like, see, that's what I was expecting. Like, move across fast. What the fuck was that?
I don't
like,
know.
oh, when the AI wants to do it, you just shoot across like a missile. But when I'm doing it, you're like, blah, 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 like we're goddamn Scooty Puff Jr. It sucks. Their lungs were black, but now they've washed clean and full of water, too, and swept through hidden tunnels into some awful cave we never will find, and so we guess the waters buried them for us, so let this here be the marker for their grave. And if any son of a bitch from that power company wants to take back these helmets as a company property, just you try it and see what will happen. Hey, Elkhorn. That's the mine we met in. Where your folks worked. Looks like it's been here a while. I sure as hell wouldn't mess with it. You think whoever wrote it is still that angry?
I don't think you ever forget anger like that.
No, I guess you probably don't. This probably stirs up. I mean, how do you...
It's fine. I'm glad this is here. People should remember this happened.
Well, here we are, remembering. I didn't even know it was didn't know it the first time around. Here I am remembering it now. It's a fine memorial, I guess. What? Why? Am I moving better now? Or something?
I don't know.
Am I doing something wrong?
I don't think so.
It's like, it's back to moving like a goddamn slow...
Scooty Puff Jr. again.
Basically. Oh.
Hmm?
Wait, what? What am I doing wrong?
I don't know. As far as I know, you're pushing the button you're supposed to.
I don't get any of this, dude. Oh, there's skeletons.
Hello?
Either this is just like a crappy ass small trip where you can't move, and then certain times you do move faster for some reason. Fuck you, skeleton people. You're turning Conway evil.
Yep, you're ruining him.
You just waved, and now he's lost his robot arm. Bastards. What? You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
Just sometimes I forget I don't even really know you that well.
Yeah, well, that makes two of us. You know, those guys from the distillery are just making the best of a bad situation. Just like the rest of us. Hey, one of them said to me earlier they could help me take care of those medical bills for my leg, you know? Get it all together on a plan, consolidated.
What? When did you talk to them about that?
I'd say that's the second one, actually.
Oh, that sounds like a really bad idea. Yeah, it does.
They seem to have a lot of experience with this kind of stuff. They've got a whole process figured out. Anyway, I have a feeling it'll all work out.
Even this delivery?
Yeah, we're almost there, right? Hell, at this point, I bet we could just take off the parking brake and that truck would roll down into 5 Dogwood Drive by itself. Listen, that old truck I've been driving belonged to my old boss. To my boss, Ira, Lysette's husband. To be honest, Ira didn't like me very much. Or Ira. Ira? Ira? I think
Ira.
Okay. But somehow, Lies got it into her mind that he would have wanted me to have that truck someday. Maybe to make up for all the yelling he did. Or maybe so his ghost could hold it over me. Just one more thing to feel like I owed him for. Anyway, they got their own trucks at the distillery, and now that the antique shop is closing up, I've got no use for that old truck. I was thinking you could take it. Last one.
Sure, I could keep an eye on it for you until you get straightened out.
Sure. Okay. Sounds good. Am I stalling it or something?
I don't know.
Before, for a second, you saw it move forward, like, faster.
Yeah, I did.
I'm wondering why, and it's annoying me. Like I said, it should have just been very simple.
Mm-hmm. You see something up ahead of us, bro?
Yes. But yeah, I do not like the controls for this thing. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's like I'm pressing all the buttons and it's like nothing's moving me faster forward. X turns off that, and Y is like, bring up the book again. B does nothing. A just turns off the light. And all this does is make it go pop, 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 but then it doesn't seem like it's going any faster. It's annoying. But then when I click on that, it goes to it faster for some reason. It's annoying. Visitors to the Echo River Nomadic Silver. Bat Artificial Hibernoculum and Sanctuary are asked to take extra precautions in order to prevent the introduction of foreign fungal contaminants and the spread of white nose syndrome. Please do not visit the sanctuary during the same day in which you visit any cave known or subjected to host bats infected with white nose syndrome. Please do not leave your vehicle. If you must leave your vehicle, please remove shoes, clothes, jewelry, headwear, and eyeglasses to ensure you do not bring any foreign spores ashore with you. Please do not touch any bats or structures. The nomadic silver bat is confused by light. If you are using a lantern or other artificial light sources, be aware that it may attract the confused bats. If you are approached by bats, do not panic, relax, stop your vehicle, and switch off your light. Never touch a bat.
Okay.
That, like, come on, just let me go to an area or something. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Said I'm pressing the buttons and I'm still moving at like this slow snail's pace and it's pissing me off. I'm like, dude, just walk. This is like, I think this is the worst sequence. It's annoying me. Because the other sequences I could walk along, and this one's like, I'm pressing the button, holding it down, and like
you're inching along.
Nothing's moving. Like, I'm not doing shit. It's annoying. Like I said before, for a second it was like, oh look, I zoomed across, and then now it's back to like, okay, let me choose this, please. Ugh, I don't know. It's still getting my goat.
It's frustrating.
Because I can't move along. It's like, oh, it's like being stuck in one of those parts in a game where you can't choose your speed and you're just like, oh yeah, why am I moving so slow? At least everything else has let me like kind of choose. But this sequence is not letting me choose. It's annoying me. Yeah, up yours, Bat.
I saw it.
Oh.
Oh, you're squeaking.
Don't want to attract the bats. But then I also want to see. So I'm going to be turning it off and off. I mean, on and off. I said off and off. Come on. Just go through. On. Move faster. Oh my god. What's the point of the boat if you don't use it? And what is this button? It what's the point of the buttons if you can't really do anything?
I don't know.
Creators of this game, what am I doing wrong? This sequence just confuses me. I am moving at a snail's pace. Like pace. And I said paste. Snail paste. But snail's pace. I am so slow and I cannot control really any of this. You think you can move it to the side? It's like, oh nope, what am I doing? I don't know. Ugh, I wish, like I said, you could just actually, like any other sequence before, where you just walk through it.
Yep.
But no. Oh no, this is actually really pissing me off. This is the only sequence that's actually officially made me angry.
Yeah.
Dear God. And when I get to stuff like that, I usually go up to a bit faster to it. Bad fact. Ever talk with your mouth full? Bats do it all the time. Bats talk in extremely high frequency clicks, too high for humans to hear. Then they use their powerful ears to scan for the echoes of those ultrasonic clicks, comparing very subtle differences in the time these echoes take to come back. Differences in of just millionths of a second. Bats are able to picture their environment with enough accuracy to catch a flying insect. Once a bat has caught an insect in its mouth, it's still flying, and it's still flying, and so it still needs to avoid running into anything. So bats keep clicking away, even while they munch on a tasty bug snack. It may be poor table manners, but it's crucial for surviving in the dark. I wonder how the other bats know whether one of them is really talking or just chasing a bug.
I think when they're actually communicating, it sounds more like singing.
Huh. I'd like to hear that. Come on, move. Move! Come on. Duh. Come on. Go.
Figures that we would get stuck with a Scooty Puff Jr.
This is literally the Scooty Puff goddamn Junior. Why can't I move forward? It's a fucking boat. Boats go woof.
It has a motor. Motorboats are supposed to go pretty fast.
I don't... It's so fucking lame. Oh, nope. Get away from me,
Getting a bit
bats.
swarmed by bats, bro.
It doesn't even look like I'm moving. That's how annoying it is.
Yeah.
Damn. It's really dark down here. Are you still there?
Sorry, just thinking.
Yeah. It's a reflective kind of place. If you're that kind of person, which I think you are. What are you thinking about?
Weaver.
Oh yeah. You think she's down here somewhere?
I don't know.
I was just thinking about my ma. I guess because we were talking about your folks a minute ago. To be honest with you, I don't think about her that often. Your cousin brought her up earlier, and she's just been on my mind. It's good your folks have a memorial. A lot of people, nobody remembers them when they're gone.
You mean like your ma?
Oh no, she would have hated that. I don't know what I mean. Come on, move. Move! As we move at a snail's pace, I think back to wanting to beat people with squirrel nunchucks. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just getting very annoyed with this sequence. It's literally like I can't choose it. Oh, you fuck
They're
off,
back.
you skeleton ghouls.
No, you get away from Conway.
Get away from me, you skeleton pricks.
Sick 'em bats. Get 'em.
On. Like I said, it's just gonna be me going for 10 minutes going like, fucking move!
Are they just watching him or something?
Yes. At least the other sequences, it was talking, and that's why it was taking a long time. Not fucking moving. It's like, why have an engine if you're not gonna goddamn use it? Like, I'm just gonna get in the boat and just let it flow down the river. It's like, on. On. See, what's that? Why does it just go faster all of a sudden? Bat fact. Nomadic silver bat natural diet mostly consists of moss and other small insects that breed along the river. Here at the artificial hibernoculum and sanctuary, we use a combination of chemical snares and ultrasonic wards to repel all potentially contaminated bearing insects, and replace them with our own locally bred and spawned hyperallergenic antiseptic pseudomoss, which we call the little gray nothing moth. You may be thinking about the other moths and the insects the nomadic silver bat would have been eating are very much relieved that their natural predator has found another food source. Not so. We've installed netting and highly effective moth traps along the river here, where the nomadic silver bat normally hunts to balance their escape from the food chain. But eating moss isn't the only systemic contribution these bats make. They also produce a potent fertilizer in the form of guano that helps plant life thrive along the Echo River, the shore of Lake Lethe. In order to minimize the sanctuary's impact on subterranean agriculture, we collect the precious guano here at the hibernoculum. Damn, I keep doing this every time. Hibernoculum, and manually distribute throughout the caves. It's a full-time job. I'm just flubbing up today.
Alright.
I'm just getting so today. Sounds like a lot of work.
They eat fake moths?
Yeah, reading. Hyperallergenic antiseptic pseudomoss. The little gray nothing moth. Well, a lot of people eat fake food, right? Food taken apart and then put back together so it looks and tastes like something they remember eating before, even if they never really did.
Right, it is reassuring to know someone's taking care of everything for these little bats.
Yeah. Who's gonna build the people hibernoculum? Maybe we'll build it ourselves. Maybe we already did. Like the folks in the mine. You said they used to buy stuff. Fans, canaries. All those little trinkets to make it bearable. There's still a lot of stuff down there. It feels cluttered, but human. I just mean, all people need is enough to pretend that we're home. And we can make it anywhere.
You get kind of philosophical when you're drinking. Did anyone ever tell you that?
Yeah, I guess I do. Oh, drop my controller slightly. Nah, this is nothing. I used to have this drinking buddy who would get loaded and tell the weirdest damn riddles. Like, which is more musical, a truck passing by a factory or a truck passing by a music school? Ha! Ha ha! Count your blessings. See, I moved along and then I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Oh my god, has it been this whole time? I'm not supposed to move the goddamn thing and it goes forward?
Is that how it works?
What?
Okay, why?
That's intuitive as fuck.
That's ridiculous. Why would
Yeah.
you do that?
Look at this. When you move around like this, it stops it. Oh, fuck you, game. Fuck you. That
Yeah,
is
that's
so
too
fucking
much.
stupid. So apparently, moving around, like looking around, that's what stalls your boat, and I've been doing that constantly. Fuck that. I'm pissed off now. Lysette's sick. I mean, she's old. We're both old. Well, you're about the youngest person I know right now. Oh, and the kid. Maybe Baloo. By a people calendar. In dog years, though, I bet she has us all beat. So I'm old too, sure. I forget stuff all the time, especially if I had a few and my brain is swimming. But I mean, lies. It's all going away. She's losing words you'd never think you'd lose. Not just like the street she grew up on, but the names of colors and types of furniture. Or I mean, even the word furniture. You'd say, "We've still got a few nice pieces in the, what's that? I call the shed, where we put the bigger pieces, the beds and couches," and I'd say, Liz, why do you keep teasing me about that time I fell asleep in the furniture shed, when it's so damn comfortable in there? I tried to help her keep some dignity, you know? That's all I had to offer at the end. He has a sister in Nashville who will take good care of her. And now that I'm not around the shop all the time, what was the old guy's name? Used to make deliveries for the shop? He smells like leather. Ira was always yelling at him. Too drunk to work on the one day he could have been in the right place at the right time.
She means a lot to you. Are you worried about losing her?
You know, it's inevitable. At this age, people are going all the time. Friends, family, everyone. It's natural. I don't wish she'd live forever. Just that she keeps some dignity as she goes. I think that's the best we can wish for anyone we care about. Okay, I think the bats are clearing out. That is so fucking stupid. I'm sorry. That is counterintuitive at, like, seriously.
They're
That
back again.
moving around and looking that stops you, and you have to let your controller literally just sit fucking still,
Yeah.
and that moves you forward at a faster pace. And I'm salivating like hell. Whoa. I've got weird problems with my mouth. I salivate like a rabid dog. Anyway. White nose syndrome is still largely a mystery. We suspect that the white fungal growth which appears on bats' faces and wings irritates and confuses them, causing them to waken early from hibernation and venture outside, depleting stored energy they need to survive through winter. But biologists are nowhere near curing the disease. It spreads quickly and is highly fatal. And in this way, white nose syndrome has drawn some comparisons to colony collapse disorder as suffered by bees. White nose syndrome and colony collapse disorder are sudden, violent, and mysterious. Will honeybees and the nomadic silver bat be two more lost species wiped out in a geological blink and forgotten to natural history? It's possible that a cure won't be identified in time, so the sanctity of this artificial hibernaculum is our best hope of preserving them. As you leave the Echo River Nomadic Silver Bat Hibernaculum and Sanctuary, please make sure your vehicle and clothing are free of hitchhikers. Like I said, I'm just so annoyed that it's like, also, fuck you guys. Get out of here.
They're watching him again.
That is so counterintuitive that you're supposed to let your controller just sit there and do dick.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't like that. Ugh.
Go away, you skeleton assholes.
Get away, you skeleton cocks. You'll never have Conway.
You're ruining
He's
him.
ours. But yeah, that is just so lame.
Yeah, it is.
Whoa.
Bye, bats.
Goodbye, Betsy's. Turn it off for a second to make sure the bats. But yeah, that's so lame.
That's really stupid.
I don't know. Is it just me? I'm sorry. Is it just me?
No.
Or like, figuring
I
out
thought
like
you would have to control the boat.
yes, but it's like nope. Apparently, you're supposed to let your controller just sit. That's so goddamn lame.
Believe me,
Flora.
it's not just you.
Oh hi, I remember you.
What are you doing here?
I'm just exploring. I like dark underground places. I'm a romantic.
Really? What does that mean to you?
It means I like poems and rivers and mysteries. Okay, bye. Like,
Weirdo.
Weird. Weird. Dashiell? That's
What
a
kind of a name
name?
is that?
My name is Dashiell. Softly. Could be bypassing with another capacitor at 100 nanofarads or farads to reduce noise.
What are you working on?
Oh, you startled me. Dashiell Morse, pleased to meet you. We don't install this type of phone for customers anymore, but there are quite a few of them still in circulation. Anyway, the new system doesn't source enough current to ring these old bells, so I'm trying to come up with a workaround. Maybe a little box that the box the customer could attach right before the wall jack.
I'm a bit of a circuit geek myself.
I bet. I mean, you seem very comfortable with electronics. Is this your first time down here? Yeah, I can tell your eyes can't quite adjust to the light. It takes some practice. Believe it or not, I've been coming here since I was a kid. For one reason or the next. Back then, this place was a train station. It's true. They had bats then, too. But they were considered a nuisance.
What did you come here for as a kid?
I usually came here with my grandmother. We took the train out to the town she lived in, or in the other direction back to my parents' house. In my memories, I was always cold. Winter, I guess. Sometimes now I walk along the tunnel, run my hand along these wet stone walls, and close my eyes. Ringing footsteps and the drip, drip, drip of the grimy stalactites. Well, the river shifted and this place slowly filled with water, carrying the trains away with the current. It does that, the river. And I don't begrudge it. It's a good reminder that everything we have is borrowed, even the trains. Eventually, someone at the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces heard this place was still empty, so they moved the phone company in here. I returned here as a young lineman, a skill I picked up in wartime, running telephone wires behind enemy lines. We used trees instead of poles. I missed that, actually. They were easier to climb. It's just as well. I'm in no shape to be climbing anything these days. Closest I get to patching up the wiring in the crystal room for the WEVP folks. WEVP, that's community television. I volunteered there for a number of years. I know everything over there. Know everyone over there. Ralph, Sherry, Weaver, Dave.
Weaver Marquez?
Sure, Weaver Marquez. That's funny. I was just thinking about her. Yeah, I met her a couple times at the TV station. I suppose I didn't know her too well. She handled the archives, and I was helping with wiring and stuff. She really seemed to know her way around all that gear, though. She had a head for signals, I think. No idea where she ended up. I would guess she's probably not too popular around the station anymore, but I always liked her. Listen, miss, if you're interested in WEVP, you should go talk to them directly. They're always looking for volunteers. Take the ferry over to the silo. There's a mail stop there. They don't have a sign or anything, just ask around. I guess I'll get back to this damn old ringer. Poppy's just a little further down if you're dropping off that package. Nice chatting with you.
Okay then.
Plaque. Oh, sure, let's look at the plaque. Abel and Eloise, the lovers' couriers. Bred for racing, Abel and Eloise spend most of their lives as carrier pigeons in the employ of the Echo River Avian Post. They retired here after Abel was disfigured in an accident with a light aircraft. But old habits were hard to die. Abel and Eloise would pick up scraps of paper from the ground, the trash, even pull them out of pockets and deliver them to other people nearby to delight or embarrassment. Word spread, and the travelers passing through this tunnel began to come prepared with love letters, poems, and other written desires to pass along indirectly through these pigeons. After a hard day's work, Abel and Eloise would always be found nestling close together in a disused newspaper stand set aside for their habitation, and that's where we left them.
Aww.
Whoa, that one looks like it's like, how is it alive? It's like, bird? That looks like its bird's been head been freaking cut off. Look at that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, after its disfigurement, it's like, that, I don't
What
think,
happened to him?
that doesn't look like disfigurement. That looks like beheading. Decapitation, like, seriously.
Or bird.
Poor bird. Just set it over there by the lamp, sweetie. Thanks. Actually, just a minute. Who does that parcel claim to be from?
Consolidated Power Company?
Oh dear, I'm afraid to open it. So who are you? You work for the post office or the tugboat? I only ask because I haven't seen you before. Was that you I hear chatting down the hall?
Yeah, I just met Dashiell.
He's been working on that obsolete ringer, hasn't he? Poor Dashiell. You know, he's not really. He was let go a while back. A long while, actually. When they started restructuring, he was one of the first to go, but he talked them into letting him come every day and fiddle with some interminable project. He says it's to keep a long gap from growing. He says it's to keep a long gap from growing his resume. But I think he just has nothing better to do. One of those old men who needs to work. You know, doesn't know how to be any other way. Well, there are no real jobs here, but there are fake jobs, I guess. It wasn't always like this. When I came to work at the Echo River Central Exchange, there were 12 of us. Lorette, Edna, Meg, Kara, Marie, Louis, Liz, Hester, Angie, Wilma, Connie. I was number 12. Connie and I were hired on the same day, but she showed up early. Marie finished college, and Hester was fired for snapping at a rude caller. But he had it coming. I hear she did just fine on her own. So they hired Beryl. Beryl?
Yup.
Jenna and Sachiko,
Sachiko.
which brought us up to 13, and that was as many operators as we had ever had at one point. The power company came along, buying up all the lines, and one day they took the exchange as a throw-in, like it was nothing, and they started phasing us out. Edna, Meg, Kara, and Lois left one Friday evening, and we asked not to come back on Monday morning. Beryl saw the writing on the walls and quickly found employment at a private PBX. They had Jaina and Liz stop routing calls and write up some kind of best practices document instead. It was their final task as exchange employees. What the fuck? I just like, how's it going? And she's like, anyway, as I said, back in my days, like, okay.
Here's my entire employment history and everyone I ever worked with.
It's like, that's a bit weird. Some of the girls were reassigned to other divisions. Connie, I think, was checking residential meters. Sachiko and Wilma were moved into energy sales, cold calling businesses to see if they needed to upgrade their electricity plan. At least they were still on the phone. Then it was just Loretta, Angie, and me. We were swamped. The hours were hell and hard on the throat. The voice with a smile became a croak. I was gargling warm salt water in the break room, sipping from a thermos full of hot honey broth stashed under my chair. Oh, I brought a lot of extended technique to the switchboard in those days. That is just so like, come on, lady. I'm
Random
here to
information.
I'm here to fucking give a package. Sounded pretty good to me.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
So, where was I? Please shut up.
Hot honey broth and warm salt water.
Right. And a healthy dose of slippery elm. Slippery elm.
I don't know.
I got that one from Kate. So after a few months, it was just me. A new automation strategy was announced, and this place was rechristened Consolidated Auxiliary Switch number 30.
Are you lonely?
Oh no, I was
Oh,
putting,
sorry.
if it's
automated, what do you do here?
it's not fully automated. There are still gaps in functionality that need a human touch. And you know, it really is all about touch here. Sound is a vibration, a touch you feel in your ears. So my voice is my touch. When we're talking, we're touching. Even on the phone. That's an electric touch. An intimate little shock that makes your tiny hairs tremble. Okay, lady, now you're getting weirdly sexual. No, it's like, I was here to drop off a package. Like, back
Will you
in
please
my
go?
day, back in my day, we had pictures of bumblebees on our nickels. We'd say 5 bees for a quarter. But that's not even what I mean when I say it's all about touch here. When the power company first tried automating this old exchange with fancy new transistor arrays, the switchboard caught fire. It was just too much, too fast. So they tried using some clunky old mechanical relays. But then the calls were getting mismatched and out of sync. It was a nightmare. Their technicians determined that the phone system down here had been designed ad hoc over decades around the specific tempo of its human operators. So short of replacing the whole thing, not replacing the whole thing, not to mention all the wiring, it'd have to work out the exact timing of every little human gesture that goes into routing a phone call. And that officially is my role here. I run the switchboard for the whole exchange. Once the work of 12. I'd like to remind you, it has some kind of machines somewhere that tracks how long it takes me to do each little thing. The caller never hears my voice now. They dial. My little indicator lights switch on, and I make the connection.
You miss talking to callers?
You know, there's something that bothers me about the process, besides the fact that I'm training my replacement, who isn't even human. Here's what I mean. How long do you think it should take to time my every move and recreate that timing in an automated switchboard? Rough estimate. My God, lady, shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm getting at this point. It's like, you know, I've talked to a bunch of people about random stuff, but this one I was like,
Come on!
I'm here to drop off a package. Now let me tell you about my whole system. It's like, Jesus Christ, lady.
A couple days?
That's what I said. But this has been going on for over a year. And a very dark thought has started to nag at me. What if there is no cheap machine that's going to replace me? What if it's cheaper just to keep me here, filing in and filling in for the rhythm of the operators? What if I'm the cheap machine?
Why don't you just quit?
In this economy? No, you're probably right. Working in silence for peanut shells, waiting to be replaced by a robot, doesn't sound very dignified, does it? The reality is that I've been working here for my whole adult life. I came here as a girl, and I'll leave as a middle-aged woman. Middle-aged? I thought you're like 80 or something. I can't really see you from here because I'm blinding you with a flashlight. I don't know if I'm ready to be her yet. I sound like Dashiell. Ha 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 ha. Oh, the parcel. Oh yeah, the thing that you're here for. I just fucking rambled on
We
this
talked for 10 minutes.
like, Jesus Christ, lady, I'm here to drop a package. Right over there by the lamp is fine. Thanks for dropping that off. Take care. Think of me when you dial 0. Oh, when you dial 0. Oh, fuck you.
Oh, no.
They took Conway.
And they kicked Blue out.
No. No. What's going on?
Can we get him back?
What? Did I press the wrong thing? No. There was skeleton and then there was turn around. What? Did I do the wrong thing? Shit.
I don't know.
The choices you make and like some of the things were like, I don't know what that means. Does that mean turn around? Like, I thought I was looking at them. Did I just go with them? Fuck you, game. Fuck you for not being more specific. Like, hey, what's going on? It's like, turn around. Skull. I was like, I thought it was like, get them or something. It's like, nope. What the hell was that?
Did they really just take him?
I think so.
Oh,
So I was blabbering and
no.
wouldn't shut the fuck up. Okay. She returned on the dinghy alone. She had a strong and sudden urge to shut the motor off and let the current take her, but she couldn't work out where that impulse came from, so she did her best to resist it. I thought he was on the dinghy with them, like he took that dinghy out.
I guess not.
Unless you get like another dinghy, or they came in and was like, I'm putting him on this dinghy or something. My God, she met a painter of shipwrecks. He never worked from photographs, so his paintings could be divided into two categories. There were the ones he painted from life, and the Echo River was a very good source for those because its currents were so unpredictable and the tunnels so dark. He rendered these in oil paint by lamplight, working for hours cross-legged on the porch of his houseboat studio. Then there were the ones he painted from memory, mostly the memories of a single wreck he encountered as a much younger man, picking up litter where the coastal highway cleaves to the rocky beaches of Northern California. These were done in watercolor. He preferred to work on them in the morning in a room he rented near the airport in Louisville. He had some postcard-sized sketches in charcoal, too, of the Iron Pariah. It wasn't a wreck, actually, but it felt right. He tried to scribble one down every time he encountered it, though. It was so... Sorry, I burped. It was so unpredictable, and he was so focused on details. He usually just ended up with a handful of inscrutable marks. Oh my God, just fucking continue.
This just goes on.
She met a family of 5 on a flat-bottomed skiff. The boat was loaded to capacity with black plastic bags and a few larger pieces of furniture wrapped in a blue tarp. Repaddled, the 2 adults and the older child. 2 younger children slept. They'd been traveling all night, first by car and then by the last few hours by boat. Hungry and tired, they didn't plan to stop until they reached West Virginia, where a relative had offered to take them in. But the adults were happy to take a break from paddling in weary silence. They asked her about her river journey. Oh my God. She said she was on her way to Salmonitis. They brought some food. The kids had picked the garden clean earlier in the day, so she'd been snacking on fresh bell peppers and tomatoes, and some crackers, rationed carefully for the trip. They wished her well and paddled on toward West Virginia. Oh my God, just go! We just saw Conway get taken away by skeletons.
Yeah,
I don't give a
I
shit about this
know.
shit. She met a guitar player pedaling a floating bicycle with his dog in tow. He said they took turns. The water was cold and the floating bicycle, while technically marvelous, wasn't quite buoyant enough for the bunch of them. Swimming is hard work, the hardest work that dog had ever done, he expected. They'd been traveling this way for most of the night, struggling through the icy water, stopping to recover when they could find a rock large enough to start a small campfire. He had his belongings stuffed into a weathered guitar case at the end of a thin rope. It floated pretty well, so he only had to keep an eye on it and occasionally free it from a rock or some driftwood it was caught on. Oh. She asked if he had a guitar in his case. or just close. He would have played her something, but the case leaked a bit, and he didn't think it would sound right until it had time to dry out. She gave in, shut off the motor, and floated for a while. Then she knew what she'd been craving, a moment of silence.
We don't need silence.
Conway!
We need to get Conway.
Conway! Blue! You better take him Blue, otherwise you're a bitch. Better take Blue.
I don't know if she took Blue with her.
What's going on?
I don't know. I really hate those skeleton guys.
Weird. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, it was like, okay, what? Conway's leaving, and then suddenly like, let's just talk about like the family and the river. It's like, I don't give a shit about the family on the river.
No.
Focus on Conway. What the fuck's going on?
We're never going to see those people.
Did I-
We don't care.
Said it. Oh god, I think I picked the wrong thing. I picked like the skeleton thing. I was like, the other one was turn around. I was like, I should have picked the turn around. God damn it. Ah. I didn't know what the fuck those symbols meant.
No.
I thought like one was like, get to the skeletons or something. Ah, gay. Ah, fucking lame. Act 4, Scene 9. Sam and Ida's. Lame. Lame, we lost Conway.
Oh.
Lost Conway. We're
Yeah,
screwed.
we did.
Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you all enjoy and we'll see you all next time. Fuck this game. God.
Bye.